How to put on pants. Okay. Okay. All right, welcome back to another School Principal Reacts. My name is Brandon, and I'm a high school principal from the U.S. state of Georgia, doing yet another episode of SpongeBob SquarePants today. This one, like many of the other ones, came directly from your recommendations. This one is called Salsa Imbecilicus. I think I'm saying that correctly. Let's see. Salsa Imbecilicus. Salsa Imbecilicus. I think that's right. I don't know how to correctly pronounce that, but that's what the episode is called. I've gotten a lot of calls for this episode, so we're going to get right into it. Just a reminder to subscribe to the channel. I found that according to my analytics, about 2/3 of all viewers who watch my videos are not subscribed. So please do yourself a favor and go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any of my videos. Let's go. All right, here we go. Haven't heard this intro music yet. All right, let's see here.
Never get me secret Krabby Patty formula, Plankton. Adios.
Yeah, and by the way, I haven't seen a ton of SpongeBob SquarePants, and I haven't come across this in any of the episodes I've reacted to here on the channel, but I do know just the basics. You've got Plankton, who is after the recipe to the Krabby Patty from the Krusty Krab, so I know at least that much. But beyond that, I have not seen this episode before, so let's see what happens.
Plankton, you look like the cheese that fell off the cracker. I bet you tried to get that formula again.
I don't get it. A crab's brain is smaller than the point of a pencil, but he keeps outsmarting me.
Yeah, a couple of things. So first off, I did notice this is from season 9, and when he spat out all that sand, I was reminded of that. I'd forgotten what season it was from, but it's season 9, which means it's going to be just a little bit grosser, probably. You all have talked a lot in the comments section about the characteristics of the various seasons, and a lot of people just like the first few seasons, and that's it. But this is from season 9. You can tell a little bit from the animation style as well. If you look at like Patrick's expression here, you don't really get that on the earlier seasons. Some of these kind of more wild things. Patrick mentions how dumb Mr. Krabs is, and then here's Patrick that comes along. He kind of puts everyone to shame. It's funny, Patrick's interesting because he comes across in so many scenes as just like dumb as a rock. But then there's a couple of times where he actually didn't seem that way. I know on one of the more recent ones I have done, I think it was, what was it? It was, it was the one where he got his license. He was able to pass the boating exam, and he drove, and he didn't crash at all for a long time until SpongeBob got upset with him and ripped up his driver's license. Also, the episode Boating School comes to mind, where he tells SpongeBob exactly what to do through the little antenna through the radio in his head. He tells him exactly what to do and how to pass the test, and he just about does. And then you've got this, he's skateboarding upside down. Yeah, so I'm curious to see what happens here.
Mr. Krabs would have to be as dumb as Patrick.
Yes. Yes, he would. As dumb as Patrick.
He's got an idea here. While laughing. Yeah, and I'll say it again. I never really understood the water underwater, submerged by water, but there's water in it. It doesn't make sense, but I've said before, I don't ask those kind of questions when it comes to SpongeBob. Oh, it's his drool. That's so disgusting. And he's gonna go inside him, I guess. Let's see.
One swab from the inside of his cheek should do it. Nagging Neptune!
What's he gonna do?
Back, you twisted tongue! Sweet gaseous molasses!
Oh man, so gross. Oh, okay. Turns into a plane.
Oh, hey, you! What's that awful stench? You're not boiling your underpants again, are you?
I told you to turn off that laugh track. If you must know.
Yeah, I'm like, who's this character? I've never seen this robot, android, whatever it is. And I know the Chum Bucket is Plankton's restaurant, but I don't know too much more than that. I know about the whole rivalry with Mr. Krabs. I do remember seeing that and hearing about that in the Teacher's Pests review that I did. Check it out if you haven't seen it. The episode where both Plankton and Mr. Krabs have to go to boating school. But let's see what he ends up doing here.
I made sauce. But when I add Patrick's DNA to it, it'll become Salsa Imbecilicus. Idiot sauce.
Idiot sauce.
I'll serve it.
Okay, all right. So, classic SpongeBob. It doesn't really make sense in real life, but okay. So I see where the name of the episode, Salsa Imbecilicus. So he gets a swab from Patrick's mouth, and he's now going to make some sort of special sauce with that in it, and it's going to turn whoever eats it as dumb as Patrick as what's the squirrel's name? Is it Sandy? And it's going to turn whoever eats it as dumb as Patrick, as Sandy said at the beginning, I guess. Let's see here.
To Krabs, and it'll make him so dumb, he'll just give me the secret formula.
Okay.
I think I
kinda
prefer
weird.
the boiling underpants. Let me do it. You always make a mess.
Leave me be, woman.
Don't tell me.
Okay. Uh-oh. He's going to infect himself. Yep. There we go. Now what's he going to do? That's so ridiculous. Oh, okay. Oh, no. Okay. Wow. Okay. So he accidentally gets it on him, and then the smell or like the condensation goes into a cloud, which then rains on the town. And again, all this is underwater. So I guess it's going to impact everybody, the whole town. That should be pretty interesting. Let's see. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Come on. What in the world? I guess she's not affected. I guess maybe her suit insulates her, and as long as it doesn't touch her, then she's fine. Ugh, this is going to be ridiculous, but let's keep going.
I got the best taste in town.
I never thought that folks around here were particularly bright. But this morning, everyone seems as dumb as traffic cones.
Yuck.
Oh, no.
What happened to your head?
That's horrible.
These make Krabby Patties.
That's mud.
Oh, that's so... Ugh. Okay, yeah, so cringe. Watching SpongeBob act like this, and you can tell this is one of the later seasons, and this is what you guys were talking about in the comments. I wonder if Mr. Krabs was even affected. He, I guess, is inside his restaurant. We'll see, I guess, here in a moment. This is so messed up. And there's he is,
Hey,
his
Patrick,
normal
have you
self.
noticed that everyone's acting a lot like you today?
I don't understand the question.
And he's his normal self. Oh, no. They did get to him. Oh, he's giving away money, which you know that's a dead giveaway. He's throwing money off the roof. So, yeah. The images of these characters like this is so cringe to me anyway. But let's keep going. There's the four. Oh, no. He ate it.
What in Sam Hill?
There's Mrs. Buff. So bad. So bad. She's the only one left. Even Plankton got hit with it.
Lining up for the chum bucket? Now I know
Want that
everyone's
sauce.
got a hole in their screen door. This place is ground zero for zeros. Zeros being everyone's collective IQ.
Does it wear off?
And that's how the idiot sauce spread throughout
Okay.
Bikini Bottom.
All right, so she explains it to her. I guess she unmuted herself somehow. And I'm wondering, does it wear off? Is there a cure? What are we gonna do here to get back to normal?
I guess you weren't affected because you were protected by your tree dome.
And you weren't
Tree
affected
dome.
because you're a computer. Looks like it's up to us to find a cure for the town's idiocy.
You not Plankton! Me Plankton!
We need to snap him out of this. What's the opposite of dim?
Right?
It's not working. Maybe we can feed him something for brain food. You're smart. What do you eat?
Nuts?
Nut. I don't think that's gonna do
Oh,
it.
it doesn't seem to be working. You know him. How do you get him to change?
I usually just yell at him. Get smart, dummy. Wise up. Be clever.
Horrible.
No things.
Yeah, that doesn't really work. Telling people to be smart and to know things. Yeah, just from an education perspective, that's not going to work too well.
It's no use. Being smart takes work.
Yeah, in a way, I guess I kind of agree, kind of disagree. That's kind of half true. So, how smart you are, that does not necessarily mean how much you know. That refers to a person's ability to learn. As she said, being smart takes work. I would say learning takes work, which is definitely true. It does take work, no matter how smart you are. It's going to take some work on the part of the person trying to learn. And oftentimes we talk about obstacles to learning with students, and oftentimes a person's motivation and willingness to really work at it ends up being way more of an impact on the student's outcome than how smart they are, whatever that means. Yeah, you do sort of have to work at it.
Gives me an idea. Come one, come all to Bikini Bottom University. A free education for all.
Okay.
There's no more excuse for being a dope.
Okay, this is not what I thought they were going to do. I assumed that they would find some sort of cure for the Salsa Imbecilicus, and they would just give that to everybody, and there'd be a whole plot behind that. But no, Bikini Bottom University. Okay, wow. And she says, "Come one, come all." I'm wondering, number one, how are they going to get them in there? And number two, how are they going to have them learn anything in that state? But I guess they're going to try here. I did not expect them to go in this direction. She says it's free education. So that's good.
Right up, all you morons. Classes are now beginning.
All you
Oh,
morons,
this
that's
isn't
not
working.
good.
Try jiggling the keys.
Maybe that'll do. Yeah.
Good morning,
Miss
students.
Cheeks.
A whole school full of Patricks. Looks like we've got our work cut out for us.
How to put on pants. Okay. Okay. So I guess this is going to be their method, and it's so weird. But the way they're portraying it, you saw that guy Sandy taught him how to put on pants, and the little nub on his head went down a little bit, as if that somehow is an indication of how much they're affected by this salsa, let's say. So let's see what's next here. So bad. Home ec. Okay, all right. So a couple things. I mentioned in a couple episodes of Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide that they don't really call it home ec anymore. I do remember back in the day hearing that term, but more often now you hear family and consumer science is what you hear, but it's some of it is the same, what people used to think of as home ec. And I guess they have Mr. Krabs here because he, I guess, needs to learn about or relearn, I guess, how to operate his restaurant with the kitchen and so forth. So let's see if they're able to cure him as well.
One semester later.
And don't forget your last homework assignment.
Oh.
Looks like we were able to educate the whole town in 1 semester.
Yeah, in a semester. So they did this for like 6 months. Was it just them the whole time and everybody else is walking around like Patrick for 6 months? That must have been a hard 6 months.
Yep, day after tomorrow is graduation. And everybody learns so well.
Everybody but one.
Patrick. Oh.
Yeah. School is dumb? You misspelled every word. Shut up,
I was going to say Patrick.
Cookbooks, eh? You holding out on me, Krabs? I don't know what you're talking about, Plankton. Leave me alone.
You bullying him?
I know you're cooking up something special in home ec, Eugene. I want that formula.
Plankton.
So I guess he knows enough to know about the formula. He wasn't even really talking before. So he must have picked up something. And when they said, oh, we've got everybody but one back to normal, I thought they were going to mention Patrick, but I guess that's just the way he is normally. But for whatever reason, they have not been able to cure Plankton here.
Can I come out now?
Did
Oh,
you
they
finish
put him in a
my
locker.
homework for me, nerd?
Yeah. You know, you really ought to do your own homework. It's the only way you'll learn.
I'll never learn.
Why is that? The imagery of this episode is just, I don't know. To me, I don't particularly like it, but you've got a Plankton. I don't know why he wouldn't be able to pick it up because he seems like a fairly, at least clever or conniving little character, and he was not able to pick it up or didn't for whatever reason. Now he's kind of like the bully, even though he's like 100th or something of everybody's size, and he's able to bully them. That doesn't really make sense. And then Patrick, I don't know why he's acting like this. I don't know if the salsa hit him too, and if it would have affected him beyond his normal behavior, but let's see how this turns out. Graduation day, okay.
This is a proud day for everyone in Bikini Bottom. And as a treat, Squidward will play Pump and Circumstance on the clarinet.
And you know, normally in other episodes when I hear Squidward play clarinet, it's not that bad. That's probably the worst I've ever heard him play.
Hurry up, Mr. Krabs. They're handing out the diplomas.
Just a minute. I think I've perfected the Krabby Patty formula.
Okay.
Yes, that's it.
Great. Well, see you out there.
Okay, here we go.
Smells good.
He wrote down the formula again.
It's the last day of school, baby. No need to be formal. Call me Sheldon. Yeah. Great Neptune! That's perfection! Whoa, with this recipe, I could own the most popular fast food restaurant in Bikini Bottom!
No, please, not that. Anything but that.
Hand over that secret formula, Krabs!
Congratulations, SpongeBob. You're smart now. It's funny that Mr. Krabs never showed up to get his diploma.
Yeah.
The only two people who didn't show up are Mr. Krabs and Plankton. Let me have that diploma.
I guess he's going to go rescue him. And I still don't understand, how can Plankton bully people like that? He's like, I don't know how small he is. He's so small compared to all the other characters.
No running in the halls!
Go, Plankton.
Mr. Krabs, your diploma.
Thanks to this here diploma, I'm suddenly smart enough.
That is not how it works. So if he was able to be cured or educated or whatever they were calling it, he would just be his normal self. But somehow when he catches hold of this piece of paper he's smart again. That is not how it works, of course. How much education you have doesn't always equate to how smart a person is. It more equates to how much knowledge you have. Again, being smart refers to your ability to learn, not how knowledgeable you happen to be.
To never give you me secret formula.
What? If I knew education worked like that, I would have bought a diploma years ago.
No.
Of course it doesn't.
You hear what he said there? He said, if I knew education worked like that, I would have bought a diploma years ago. Yeah. And there are certain shady institutions where it's almost like that. You pay, a certain amount and you do almost nothing or nothing, and they give you a diploma. But any accredited institution is not going to be like that, of course. But yeah, they're probably drawing attention to that there.
Work like that, you microscopic meathead. I took accelerated classes.
Accelerated
and graduated
classes.
months ago. This diploma is just a formality.
But you were just about to give me the formula. You were scared of me.
Excellent, Mr. Krabs.
Oh,
Here's your final grade for acting class.
acting.
A+. I really felt
Yeah, see, I told you. So if he really did learn, then just grabbing hold of that piece of paper wouldn't have done anything for him. And suddenly Sandy comes out and says, here's your grade for acting. Even though they're graduating prior to this and she's still giving out grades, that's pretty unusual, but okay.
the fear.
Wait, what? Acting class? No!
You've finally been schooled. Drop out.
You're gonna get back to normal.
Come on, evil genius. Time to start your post-college years.
All right, so that's the episode. That honestly was kind of a weird one. And I'm assuming that after Plankton goes with that computer character, that he gets back to his normal self. I don't know why he didn't before, and every single other person in the town did, but okay. But, good for Sandy for doing that. She didn't have to do that. She, I guess, was a really featured character in this episode, but I enjoyed that one, I guess. That one wasn't my favorite, but part of it was just kind of silliness. But she did end up starting Free University. And believe it or not, there are those that exist. There's a few of them that I can think of right off the bat that offer a free tuition, but you're expected to work. There's some colleges that have some really interesting arrangements like that, but most do not. As you may know, college tuition rates just keep rising and rising. So good for her for offering free education to the citizens of Bikini Bottom, and she ended up getting each and every single one of them back to normal. It didn't show what happened to the Salsa Imbecilicus. Hopefully they were able to safely dispose of that before anybody else was affected. But that one was pretty good. I enjoyed some of the other ones a little bit more, but thank you for recommending that one. I can see the connections based on the little Bikini Bottom University that Sandy started. That was pretty funny. So I appreciate the recommendation. Please consider subscribing also. I mentioned earlier that most people that enjoy this channel are not subscribed, so just hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future content. With that, I'm going to go ahead and end the video there. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time on School Principal Reacts.